All right, Shalom with the Hebrew Israelites.
You got to say
My
something.
name is Lamar, the brother to my left is Amatazah. We're out here once again on Sunday at 6 in South Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth that we know. And shalom to the Akim that are out there laboring for the dispensation of the word of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahawashi, and keeping their garments. And fearing the name of the Most High in true sincerity. And basically, today, without further ado, we're gonna get into the scriptures. And all right, so this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 1. And this is it says, and seeing the multitude, he went up in the mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and this is referring to Yahawashi and his disciples, which were the people that followed him, the people that took his word seriously, believed that he was the one, the deliverer that was going to redeem the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, which you see on the signs, on the 12 tribes sign. So it says, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And it says, blessed are the poor in spirit, because these people that are on this sign, the tribe of Judah on down to Issachar, which we know according to the prophecies are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Israelites that are scattered abroad. And we're poor in spirit because we're in a very lowly state, you know what I mean? We're the people that went into slavery in America. We're the people that were went through the transatlantic slave trade, the people that were raped, robbed, and murdered of their land, the indigenous peoples, and were set up to be underneath the non-Israelite nations, and mainly, which we always get into, Esau, or the nation of Edom, which are the so-called whites. Yeah. So that's what we're out here basically to teach those people, because they're in a lowly state. So it says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And what is the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of heaven is the nation of Israel being re-established, put on top, and put in their rightful place as a royal priesthood and a people that dear to the Most High. So this is verse 4. It said, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. And our people are mourning. Just like I said, we got to work for our enemies. We got to see our people in a very, those who are awakened, we got to see our people in a very, lowly state. Not knowing who they are, not knowing what they're doing, into all these inundated and all these vanities and worthless pleasures and all this stuff. We try and tell them, but they don't take the truth seriously, because the Most High put on their spirit to not wake up. Like the scriptures say, he poured out upon them the spirit of deep sleep. So our people are in a state of deep sleep, Deep sleep. So it says, for they shall be comforted, because in the very near future, according to prophecy, yeah, I did. No, I did. I read 3 to 4. I'm on verse 4 now.
All right, good.
So all right. This is Matthew chapter 4, 5 verse 4. It says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." That's what I'm saying. All right. So our people shall be comforted because, we're gonna get the gospel, and we're gonna have Yahawashi come back and to redeem us. And the word gospel is good news. So what's the good news? The good news is that the nation of Israel is going to be put back in their rightful rulership, and that the other non-Israelite nations are going to be under our feet. Just like the scriptures say, because the Bible teaches justice. So like this says, as for the other people that come from Adam, they are nothing. And basically, the Most High created 18 nations, from the sons of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But ultimately, which the nation of Israel are going to be the people that are on top. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. It said, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." And who's the meek? The meek is talking about the nation of Israel.
For a year or two, we could totally do that.
And by extension, the definition of the word meek is to basically be humble, all right? Where does the word humble come from? The word humble comes from the word humiliation, all right? Like the brother just got done saying, we're in the lowest state there is right now. We're beneath all the people on the earth where it was written that they were as the drop of a bucket, okay?
All right, so this is a book of Psalms chapter 11, Psalms 37 and 11. It said, "But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." And the meek is talking about the nation of Israel. All right? Matter of fact, hold on, let me look at that word up.
Word meek.
Spare with me for a second.
Yeah, man, like, we're the only people that fit those prophecies written in Deuteronomy, okay? We're the only people that were scattered among all the nations that are upon the face of the earth. And among those nations, we are a reproach, all right? The most hated, the most feared, and the most what's the word? It's the most hated, the most feared, and the most imitated, all right? Everywhere we go, right? We are reproached. Everywhere we go, we are scorned, we're scoffed. Right?
So this is the definition of the word meek, right? All right, so this is the definition of the word meek. It says poor, humbled, afflicted, needy.
Poor, humble, afflicted, go ahead.
Lowly.
Lowly. All right? Get some more on that? Lowly, basically, okay? We're the highest statistic in everything negative, all right? From a destabilized family to a poor work ethic. We're the first fired, last hired, all right? Everywhere we go, we're basically, once again, we're a reproach. We're the only people on the face of the planet that fits all those prophecies written, all those curses written in the book of Deuteronomy, especially concerning our generations, our children, all right? Go ahead, Doc, you got it.
All right, so it says, "But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace."
And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Why? Because we're in a state now and all we know is chaos. All we know is destabilization. And there was an old saying, we had to know the wickedness to appreciate righteousness. Read that again, huh?
This is Psalms 37 and 11.
Yep.
It said, "But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace."
Right, the meek shall inherit the earth. Once again, who are the meek? The children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today, all right? The people that were scattered 7 ways. The people that have a destabilized family unit, all right? The people that's on the bottom of the food chain as far as the social order goes, as far as this economical order goes, all right? We are that people. Go ahead up. That's it. Oh, sorry.
All right. All right, this is the book of Psalms 37 and 1.
Right.
It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity."
And the core worker of iniquity right now is the twin brother Esau. All right, the so-called white man. Go ahead.
It says, "For they shall soon be cut down like the grass,
Yep.
and wickedness, Salakia, and wither as the green herb."
Now read that one more time. That one part.
It says, "For they shall soon be cut down like the grass."
For you shall soon be cut down like the grass. As we speak, your economical system is crumbling. All right, you're over 21 trillion in debt. And it's getting worse, all right? We even have Edomites that's in their own kingdom as vagabonds, man, as riffraffs. Go ahead, bro. You got that.
It says, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb.
And wither as the green herb, all right?
Yeah, like
Right now, you have the fatness of the earth. Okay? You damn so-called white people, you Edomites, you Chaldeans, all right? You Caucasoids. Right now, you have the fatness of the earth. Everything is in your hand right now. But slowly but surely, you understand, you're losing that wealth. You're losing that moisture.
It says, verse 3, it says, trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
But there you go. Trust in the Lord, man. Trust in the Lord, so that you will dwell. And what land is that talking about? The land of Israel. Okay? And how will we be able to dwell in the land? We're going to be able to dwell in the land because we'll understand the law, statutes, and commandments written. Okay? Remember, before Israel can be a place, Israel has to be a people. So right now, by extension, to dwell in the land means to dwell among the elders of the kingdom of heaven. And then soon, by and large, that's going to be the nation, the landmass, Israel. That's going to be ours again. Go ahead,
It says, this is verse 4,
Con.
delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desire of thine heart.
Read that one more time, please.
It says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desire of thine heart.
And the funny part about that is, when you look in the law written, okay, it's fucking fast. When you when you look in the law that's written, right, the scriptures say that it's okay for us to have slaves. So one of the desires of our hearts is that other people are going to build up our kingdom. All right, you other nations, especially you so-called white people, you're going to be captives under us. You're going to be our tributaries. All right. Go ahead, Doc. You got it.
Says, in verse 5, it says, commit thy way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
And he shall bring it to pass. How is the Lord going to bring that to pass? Okay. Well, first of all, you got a lot of these prophecies that's being put into place as we speak. Slowly but surely, this RFID chip is being introduced. Soon, it's going to be made mandatory. That's going to be one of the main prophecies that has to pass before this place is brought down. So all these things are at work as we speak. Go ahead, Doc.
It's verse 6.
Con.
And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgments as the noonday.
And that's going to come when this place is taken down. Ultimately. Read that one more time.
It's verse 6.
Con.
And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday.
Right. Because right now we're in darkness. Okay? But we're out here pushing this truth, meaning we're bringing that light. And right now, it's only for the elect to get that light. And after all the elect have been sealed up, that's going to be it. Okay? That light's not going to permeate the earth until America's dust in the wind.
It's Psalms 37 and 7.
Con.
It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him.
Right.
Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
Yep.
Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Esau. All right? He prospereth in his way because he bringeth wicked devices. Read that one more time, bro.
It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him.
Right.
Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way.
Right.
Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Okay, and what is one of those wicked devices? We can name plenty of them. All right? As of right now, I can name on all 10 fingers how many wicked devices he's got. That's basically being brought to bear now. All right? Between chemtrails and his wicked ass philosophies. Okay? Go ahead, I'll give it.
It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
Cease. Read that one more time.
It says, cease from anger and forsake wrath.
Cease from anger and forsake wrath. All right? Because one thing, especially you extremists out there, so-called black extremist militants, all right? You did not set this devil up. All right? The Most High set this devil up. So you're not going to win that fight. Okay? You have to wait on the Lord. Go ahead, bro. You got that.
It says, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
That's it. For them that wait on the Lord, shall inherit the earth. All right? The scriptures say that the Lord will in no wise acquit the wicked. So all the wicked, okay? And that's especially Esau. All the wicked are going to be cut off by what? By slaughter, by destruction, okay? And again, the light of this truth being put into practice, guess what? It's not going to permeate the earth. It's not going to be able to be practiced until this comes to pass, okay? Until these nuclear missiles drop and this place is dust in the wind, eviscerated. Until America is 100% desert. When that time comes, everybody's going to be forced to know the Lord. Everybody's going to be forced to understand his ways and his statutes and to do this and to do his will. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be.
And it shall not be. But thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. Meaning, every record of Esau's existence will soon be erased from this earth. The scriptures say that he's going to be as a fleeting dream that thou shalt wake up from. Okay? How hath the oppressor ceased?
It says, the wicked plotteth against the Salakia. This is Psalms 37 and 12.
Right.
The wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
And as we speak, we're seeing that more and more every day. All right?
That was what I think. Yeah. So,
that shit is fucking obnoxious. Despise that nonsense.
Psalms 37, verse 13. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. So it says, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day coming. Because the Most High, like the scriptures say, the Most High set Esau's bounds that he cannot pass. So the Most High knows when Esau is gonna be taken out of power. All right, and we know this through the scriptures.
That's right. Well, we know that he's going to be taken out of power according to the scriptures. The scriptures say that no man knoweth the day nor the time, but the Lord.
It's verse 14. It said, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Well, through what? Through his abominable philosophies, through his wicked countermeasures. All right. So through his psychological warfare. All right. Through his control of these wicked ass females. All right. All of that. This is how he tries to turn aside us from our paths. All right. Go ahead and continue that out.
It's Psalms 37, verse 24.
Yep.
It's like verse 23.
Come on.
It said, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way.
Read that one more time, please.
It said, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way.
The steps of a good man is ordered by who?
By the Lord.
Okay. So if the steps of a good man is ordered by the Lord, right? How do we choose to serve the Lord? How can we say, yeah, we chose the Lord? The Lord chose us. The Most High chooses his servants. Okay? The steps of a good man is ordered by who? The Lord. All right? Faith is given by who? The Lord. You can't buy faith at a store. All right? You can't find faith on the street and pick it up like it's a lucky quarter.
Wait, speaking of it.
It is given of the Most High Himself.
This Courtney said.
Verse 24, though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand.
For the Lord upholdeth him with his hand, all right? So the elect are chosen of the Lord. The elect didn't become the elect because they say they want to serve the Lord, all right? That's something else that needs to be pushed. You people do not dictate anything. It's all of the Most High Himself, okay? And the scriptures make it clear that the Lord has an elect, okay, among His people.
It's verse 25.
That's it.
It says, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
That's right. All right, because why? The scriptures even tell you that the Lord is our strength. All right, the Lord is our strength. It is in the Lord. It is through the Lord that all things are possible. Okay. Even in this wicked setup, man, we still continue to be the very object, or should I say, the very example of what greatness is, man. For the Lord hath made us the salt of the earth.
Psalms 37 and 27.
Yep.
It says, depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore.
Depart from evil, do good, and dwell forevermore. All right. And to do good is to do the will of Yahawashi, to follow these laws to the best of our ability. Okay, because that's what's going to, again, like we kept saying, the kingdom of heaven is going to be the people before the place can be established. So right now, us pushing this truth, us bringing out this word, all right, this is according to the law that's written. It's going to come to pass, like the scriptures say, all right, that we will no longer have to tell our neighbor to know the Lord, for we shall know the Lord from the greatest of us to the least of us. Okay? Go ahead,
The Psalms 37, verse 28.
Con.
For the Lord loveth judgment and forsake not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. All right? Now you see examples of that everywhere. The seed of the wicked shall be. The scriptures even tell you Esau's whole line is going to be cut off, destroyed. That's according to the book of Obadiah. There shall be none remaining in the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So the seed of the wicked is going to be utterly cut off. And then the scriptures also say furthermore, them that will not come to worship Yahawashi, that people will be utterly wasted. All right?
Psalms 37 and 29. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever.
Because the righteous know how to care for the land, okay? The righteous have the understanding by Yahawashi to care for the land, to guide the land, to build and maintain the land. Continue.
Psalms 37, verse 30.
Right.
The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment.
That's right.
It says, the law of his power is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide.
The Lord of his power is in his what?
No, it says the law of his power is in his heart.
The law of his power is in his heart. Who is that he that's being spoken of there? Well, it's the nation of Israel. From Judah on down. Continue that.
It says, none of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him.
And seek why? Because the wicked envy the righteous, man. The wicked hate the righteous. The scriptures say the fools hate knowledge. Okay? The wicked want to slay that which is upright for the sake of vanity, vainglory. Go ahead, Aki, you got that.
It says, the Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged.
There you go. Why? Because the will of the Lord is to uphold that which he calleth his, all right? When Yahawashi was put through what Yahawashi went through, it was so that he will be built up. Okay? First, he had to pay for the sins of his past life, and then beyond that, he had to be built up, because it was said in the spirit that he was going to inherit all things. This is why the scriptures even tell you that it pleased the Lord to pierce Yahawashi, man. Because he would be the greatest among all of us. His name would be the name above all names, Yahawashi, by the will of Yahweh. All right? Go ahead, up.
All right, it says, this is Psalms 37 and 33.
Yep.
The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord and keep his way,
Yep.
and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it.
Thou shalt see it. Again, we're in the beginning stages of this as we speak, man. Slowly but surely, every time we look, man, we see Esau going further and further down. He's circling the drain. He's in that downward spiral, all right? He's been exposed unto all the nations as being the damn devil. And all the other nations are starting to lose faith in this bullshit called America. So that should tell you something. All right?
Psalms 37 and 35.
Here you go.
It said, I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Once again, he has power over this entire earth. Everywhere he goes, he spoils the people and take their resources. And there's nothing anybody can say about it, okay? They set up puppet leaders to subvert lands, all right? This devil has the power in his hand to do this, okay? Continue that up.
It said, yet he passeth away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found.
Yea, I saw him and he cannot be found. All right? The Lord is going to ultimately bring him down, and he will not be found.
Psalms 37 and 37.
Right.
It said, mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace.
For the end of that man is peace. All right? Why? Because that man is in accordance with Yahawashi. That man is to be rewarded. That man has seen abasement and known tribulation. Okay? And has endured all things. So he shall know peace.
All right. So it says, verse 38, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together, the end of the wicked shall be cut off.
Right. As it is written, right now the wicked are living sumptuously on the earth, man. And that's because at the end of the day, the Lord is just building their pride up to be thrown down. All right? A lot of the time, like the scriptures say, envy not the wicked, though they prosper in their way. And right now the wicked is prospering in their way. But in the end, all right, what's going to happen? They're going to be exposed, and then they're going to be destroyed. Their end is going to be perdition.
It says, this is verse 38. It's like verse 39. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble.
That's right. Our salvation is of the Lord. Okay? He is our strength in the times of trouble. No, there is no power greater than the Lord. In the scriptures it is said it is impossible to kick against the pricks, man. And these devils are going to learn that the hard way, firsthand. They're going to come with their military might and think they're going to take down the angels, think he's going to take down the Lord anointed. And then what's going to happen is they're going to find out that their military might's a joke. All right? You so-called white people are a damn joke. And you're going down. You Edomites. And all of you that's joined with Esau, especially of our people, you're going into the perdition right along with this devil. Okay?
It says, verse 40, and the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him.
Because they trust in the Lord. All right? And, and look, the scriptures say that the Lord shall say unto the wicked man, and where is thy gods that thou praise, man? Call upon thine own gods and let them save you, all right? Call upon them. Call upon the vanities that you trust in. All right? Go ahead, you got it.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 6. It said, blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness,
Yep.
for they shall be filled.
For they shall be filled. I'm I'm trying to tell you. They was like, yeah, just keep going. Yeah.
It said, verse 7, it said, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. See, as it is written, the servant is not above his master. All right. Now, the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. All right. But it is better that the disciple be as his master and the servant be as his Lord. Okay. The Lord is merciful, thus we have to be merciful. All right. Continue.
It says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see the Most High.
What does it mean to be pure in heart? Okay, to be pure in heart, we can't lean upon our own understandings. We have to lean upon this word, the Lord. Okay, continue that.
Verse 9, it said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High.
Blessed are the peacemakers. You can't be a peacemaker without knowing the judgments of the Lord. For the judgments of the Lord are perfect. That's perfection. This is why the scriptures say strive for perfection, okay? Because perfection is in this word. This is how you become a peacemaker, by knowing judgment.
It's Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And
I made the statement earlier, okay? The righteous are going to get put through that fire. The scriptures say, it shall come to pass in the land that two parts shall be cut off and die. Actually, can you get that? Yeah, get that. That's in Zephaniah. Yeah, get that.
Zechariah chapter 13, verse 9.
All right.
It says, it's like in verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
The 1/3 shall be left therein, meaning they shall be saved. Continue that.
It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire.
And I will bring the third part through the fire. That's what we're going through right now, that fire. All right? That straightness, that hard living, that austere living, okay? We gotta get up and out of our slave quarters every day just to bust our ass to get something to eat, just to come back to those same slave quarters. Some of us got women, all right, that in our ear all the time, yap, yap, yap.